What's going on, guys? My name is Mike, coming to you here live. Wanted to touch base on a couple important topics. And first thing I want to start off with is a good hello. And like I said, introduce myself. Again, my name is Mike. So tonight I want to go over a couple of things with you guys. First and foremost, the most important reason I'm here is for mental health. Obviously, you know, if you've been a witness to this pandemic, it's been more prevalent than ever. A lot of people like to come here for those reasons, but they don't like to really get too deep into it. So I'm here to elaborate and get further into the bulk of the material on why people come here, how to build those good habits, and how to really see the changes in your mental health. So first off, I want to start with, you know, the fact of the matter is that it's a scientific fact that when you do work out, your body releases hormones and chemicals like serotonin, dopamine, so on and so forth. And when suffering from anxiety, depression, any type of psychological or mental illness, we're either deficient or too efficient in one of those chemicals. So being that when you work out and you build a steady routine, you build a healthy lifestyle, not only is it rewarding physically, but mentally as well. So I wanted to start off with a routine. And when I say routine, people think that, you know, okay, I have to look like you, or I have to do this, or I have to do that. Take any body image or self-esteem issues, all that stuff, and push it aside. Because when doing this, it's great to start off on a flat, clean slate, or a clean plate if you want to call it that. So what I like to do is I like to tell people, find time within your week where you would normally do other things, right? Whether it's sit on the couch for an hour, scroll on your phone, TikTok, Instagram, I know all of us do it. You know, to be funny, this video will probably end up somewhere in there at that point, and I'm hoping that it reaches somebody to that extent. And with that extra time that you see, say to yourself, okay, what can I be doing right now? Can I be doing something to better myself? Of course you can. And that's where I say, now this is where we need to have that talk with ourselves and realize, like, okay, I can do this. I've had excuses. I can't continue to have excuses. If I want to feel better and I want to look better, I got to do something about it. So me coming to where I am now 15 years later, I had that discussion with myself at a very young age. A lot of people in my family unfortunately suffer with mental illness, and I didn't want to fall victim to it. I see a lot of people out there unfortunately taking pills every day in and out of doctors. Nothing wrong with that, but if I can get that extra edge and try to be in control of myself, how I feel and my life, then that's a pretty good, you know, it's a pretty good prize for a little bit of work. First things first is, like I said, find that time in your schedule. Now, once you find that time in your schedule, I've realized that, like, on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I have the most time, even if it's an hour or two, so I know those days for sure I can get a workout in. Now, when you come in, people think that you need to do a million things at once, right? And that's the first step in screwing this whole thing up, in a sense, is people come in here and they have no direction. They want to work out too hard, they work out too much, they do too many things at once. And you gotta understand, in this, less is more. So I tell people, like, when I come in and I work out, if I'm here for more than 45 minutes or an hour, I'm not working out hard enough. I shouldn't be here for over an hour. Because if I'm here for over an hour, I'm not gonna wanna come back, because the mental commitment of telling myself, oh, I gotta come for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever it may be, hour and a half, I'm not gonna come here. So be realistic with yourself and say, okay, get in here, get it done, and you're gonna get right out and do what you need to do. It should only take you 45 minutes to an hour tops if you're working out hard enough. If you're not working out hard enough, well, that's where you're falling off already. And when I come in here, I like to basically do one body part at a time. I look at it like this. When you look at a statue, or if you look at, for example, an ice sculpture, if I focus too much on just how it's gonna look, I'm not gonna really get the results I want. However, if I focus on one body part at a time, especially if I work from the ground up, if I can start with just the calves, then I can work my way up to the medial part of the leg, the hamstrings, the quads, then I can work my way up to the abs, I can work my way up to the arms, bicep alone, then the tricep, then work on the chest, then work on the back. If you spend the according time to each area, you get better results. So I see a lot of people, they come in and they do one day and they do every body part. Well, that's where you're wasting too much time. And B, you're not giving enough tension, enough time to rest for those body parts to appropriately grow. So that's where I come in and I say, I do a split, like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I'll fit in what I call a floating or traveling day. So either Tuesday or Thursday, I'll find the time, whichever day is better for me, depending on how my week is going, to get my 4th day in. And with 4 or 5 days, that's all you really need every week. So I'll come in and I'll start off with a chest day, and I'll do all my push on that day. Now you can do your triceps on that day as well, but I'm gonna throw you a little curveball here. If I'm coming in and I'm doing chest, 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 and if your triceps are a secondary muscle, and now you're tired, how are you gonna get the most out of your tricep workout? And vice versa, if I come in on a back day, and I do a lot of back exercises, and my bicep is my secondary muscle, and now my biceps are tired, how am I gonna go and be able to do a bicep exercise now to the full capacity, or my full potential? I might not be able to, probably not. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna split up my days. I'm gonna have Monday is gonna be chest, maybe chest and biceps, do a push with a pull. Tuesday I can do back and triceps, and then Wednesday I can do shoulders and legs, just a push day and a push up top. And then on my Thursday or my Friday, my floating day, say if it was a Tuesday or a Thursday, I can then finish out whatever body part I may have left. Now you can also do one body part a day. Some people like to go for 5 days and do one body part a day. I like to do that. I'm a big advocate of it. However, with time, and I know that everybody's got a life and we're just trying to start off here, may not be necessary right yet. But as we go on, those are things that we can do, and those are things that we can explore. You're gonna learn a lot about yourself as you go through these workouts. You're gonna see what you like, what you don't like. You're gonna pick and choose favorite exercises. You're gonna build your own plethora, your own platform. But you're gonna find even more out about yourself as you do these exercises in the sense of mental capabilities. You're gonna push yourself to new levels. You're gonna find out what type of person you're made of, but you're also gonna build a callus, not only on your hands, but you're gonna build a callus mentally. You're gonna find out what it takes to be great at anything you do. And if you can apply that to your everyday life and apply that same concept to things around you, you'll start to really thrive and grow. And I feel that's a big piece of the success here. A lot of questions people like to ask me is the food portion. And yes, true, a diet is probably 75% of this, but let that come second. Focus on the workout first, because that's what's gonna really help with the mental health. And once your mental health and your mental area is much better, then you're in a better place to focus on food and other things. So I tell people, one bite at a time. We have a meal here and you're looking at a whole dish. Now, do you just pick the whole dish up and eat it? No, you're gonna fail and you're gonna have to walk away from this. You do small little bites, and then before you know it, you look down at your plate, and there we are. It's the same concept with me when I lift weights. It's like everybody sees, like if I lift dumbbells, I'm doing dumbbell bench press with 150-pound dumbbells. People are like, oh my God, how did you do it? Well, it took me years. I came in one week, I was doing 20s. The next week I did 25s. The following week I went to 27.5. But every week I increased it just a little bit. Believe me, I would love to have gone from 20 to 50 to 100 to 150. It just doesn't work like that. You have to be realistic with yourself. You're gonna learn to have to be compassionate with yourself, and the results will follow. I think anybody in here has any type of social, physique anxiety, or any type of self-esteem issues, or just anxiety issues in general. This is a gold mine. This place is everything you need, and you're gonna find like-minded people, people that are looking to feel better, people that are looking to share their story and grow with you. And I feel that this is a big component, like I said, of mental health in today's day and age, or today's society, if you want to call it that. And it will continue to thrive and continue to grow and become a bigger piece of that. Peace.